Every president, from when I joined the CIA, and George H.W. Bush had just become president, the Israelis asked us to bomb Iran. Every single president. No matter who the prime minister of Israel happens to be, you gotta bomb Iran. You gotta bomb Iran. You gotta bomb Iran. And every single president said, no, we're not bombing Iran. We would never bomb Iran. Because our position was that would be the start of World War III. The reason, though, I'm told, that Donald Trump decided to bomb Iran was that the Israelis said, for the first time, if you don't bomb Iran to take out these deep bunkers, we're going to use nuclear weapons. And they had never threatened that before. And so Trump said, bombing Iran might actually save us from the start of World War III if it keeps the Israelis from using nuclear weapons.
Do you see why there's a problem with that statement, John?
Yeah.
Because they've never admitted that they've had them.
That's right.
So you're telling me that they just admitted to the President of the United States that they have nuclear weapons and we still do not have them in the IAEA treaty?
Do you want to know the only American president who tried to stop Israel from acquiring a nuclear bomb? Take a wild guess. It was JFK. John F. Kennedy. Just 5 months before he was shot in the head in Dallas, Texas, he told the Israeli prime minister that he would not allow them to acquire a nuclear bomb and was demanding IAEA weapons inspections. And he knew they were giving America the runaround, and he was shot for it. And then Lyndon Johnson turned a blind eye and allowed them to nuclearize with their plant at Dimona. And they acquired the triggers from South Africa, and they stole the uranium from the United States, and they got the schematics from A.Q. Khan from Pakistan, who stole them from Germany, actually. And they built their nuclear bomb, triggering the arms race that actually led to 9/11 and then the Iraq War. And speaking of AIPAC, AIPAC is the money that pours into the United States government to make sure that every congressman supports foreign aid and supported the Iraq War and all these different things. Guess who was the last president who tried to force AIPAC to register as a foreign agent under FARA? Also JFK. It was also Jack Kennedy. He tried to force AIPAC, which was then called the American Jewish Committee, it was a subsidiary of the AJC, to register under FARA because they were getting Israeli money and influencing Congress. And when he was killed, Lyndon Johnson let the money flow, and they reorganized AIPAC as a separate entity, and now the money flows into our political system. Are you getting?
I bet you didn't know this. Watch this to the end.
I'm reading Tiny Hats Selling the Slaves. Oh yeah, they forgot to mention all of this in the Rockefeller schools, and people say that's not true. Well, you should read this one. This guy was a rabbi who wrote this one. And you know the term layaway? That came from when rabbis were selling slaves. Yes. And this has pages and pages of all the auctions and the rabbis selling the slaves. Check this, Jacob Coven, okay, owned a plantation. Yes, all the plantations were ran by the Tiny Hats. 294 enslaved Africans. He was the president of the synagogue. You can just look this stuff up. And what got